2,
1.
Hi, we're the Boomershines, and welcome to today's episode of Loop Scoop.
Loop Scoop.
Today we're just going to do a real quick real-time update of what's going on in our lives, some insights on our most recent episodes, yeah? Some news, some fun, new, exciting things that are happening, and some drama. Dun, dun, dun. So the drama will be at the very end, so wait, and then it's also very helpful information. But anyway.
So, what are we starting with?
We're starting with the fact that we have just completed our 55th episode of our vlog. And yes, that's pretty amazing. Yes.
We're about halfway through. And to recap, we are not looping right now. We finished our loop in summer of 2023. We think it's better because we are retrospectively doing this, taking more time to do the videos right. So, but we are land-based now. We're not looping now.
No. Oh, we're mostly land-based. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But we have done 40-something legs on the loop. Each episode, if you've been watching, is a leg on the loop. And you guys are just the best.
Great comments.
We're so grateful for all your comments, your likes, for everyone who's subscribed, and especially for those of you who are telling your friends about our channel, because our goal really is to inspire more families like us, or people like us, to, get off the hamster wheel, try to live life a little differently, go the less traveled path. And whether that is by doing the loop or something else, it's just, our goal is to inspire others.
I think we've inspired people. I think we've scared away some people from doing the loop as well, but I think for the net, we've inspired more people than we've scared people. And then we get great comments from people who are never gonna loop, but they tune in. We post Fridays. They usually tune in Saturday with their morning coffee. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Just a giant thank you for everybody who's following along. The last time we did a real-time loop scoop update, we just finished the East Coast up to New York. And so do you have any thoughts or insights or pearls of wisdom for like the Hudson River, the Erie Canal, Thousand Islands, and the start of the Trent, which is where we are?
It was spectacular to leave from crazy Manhattan Harbor and then within half an hour under the George Washington Bridge, I think. You're just in nature, and you're in nature for like a week. It was very cool. Thousand Islands were gorgeous, the castles.
Like the Hudson River and the Thousand Islands are definitely highlights of the loop. I found the Erie Canal to be just work. And I think part of that was we were learning how to take our big boat through little locks, and we'd only done 3 locks before that.
Well, it wasn't built as a pleasure cruise. The Erie Canal was not built for pleasure cruising.
Good point. But the Erie is work. Maybe if you are more comfortable locking, it's not as much work, but the Erie was just drudgery.
Well, we're a bigger boat, and it was smaller locks, but we got used to it.
We did. We made it through.
There were still spectacular days. I mean, when we were up on the bow looking at the trucks on the road and getting them the honk.
That was one of my favorite days. Good point. Okay, so then we got to Thousand Islands. Incredible. And then we started Canada.
Yes, which is where we are now. So I just edited 56, but we've just entered Canada. And we are about to finish.
But we started at Kingston.
Kingston, we owe you an apology. We do not have a problem with Kingston, the town or the city. It's fantastic, amazing history, beautiful city. And especially when you're looping, it's like, well, you just left New York. But anyway, like real restaurants, real grocery stores. We just had a problem with the dude that was sitting in our slip saying his engine was broken and we were pinned up against them. A hotel wall.
Or parking deck wall.
Because the wind was terrible. Kingston, we don't have a problem. The dude that was keeping our
Sorry,
slip.
Kingston, if you didn't get the law.
We didn't want that to come across if it did.
And which brings me to another apology, which is SS Disaster. I feel bad that we called them out.
So there's an episode.
I had you tone everything down even. But
there's an episode where we coined a boat in a lock with us for multiple locks, SS Disaster. The boat earned the name because they put us at risk and other boaters at risk.
They hit this sweet elderly couple's boat multiple times.
Yeah. And he was he's used to single-handing. He had
the captain's very nice. His partner was very nice.
He had a person on board as a first mate, and it was just a calamity. Maybe they were great the rest of the time, but our particular day of cruising with them.
Well, we had cruised with them the day before, too.
There were incidences that were not safe boating practices, and we felt we should call it out. here's what you shouldn't do.
As a learning opportunity for other boaters, not to call them out particularly, which is why we didn't include their real name. You can't really see their faces. We try to make it anonymous.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just used to, I think, single-handling his boat, so therefore he didn't mind bouncing his boat off of walls or other boats and leaving the helm.
Robin's boating.
We just didn't like him bouncing his boat off of our boat or the sweet Canadian elderly couple that we were with.
Yeah.
So I feel bad, but it is a learning opportunity. It was not, the things we caught were not limited to just what you saw. There was a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so there you have it. Which brings us to, now we're at our last episodes. We just finished dealing with the fuel injector issue, which I want to take a moment and recap that, because we are really bad when crisis and things happen. Our first thought is not to pick up the camera and film it for you guys. Our first thought is to stay alive. So the moment that happened, Mark and I are at the helm. It's a beautiful day, having a great day. We're looking forward, and Rex goes, "Why is there so much smoke?" And I turn around and look back, and all of the back windows are completely opaque with black smoke. You cannot see the transom from the sliding glass doors, which is a terrifying sight, that your boat is surrounded in black smoke. We later found out that people saw billowing black smoke from town and thought a boat had exploded. I mean, there was a lot of black smoke.
I think it was Go-Go. Said we saw a black mushroom cloud and we didn't know what happened.
Anyway, it was us. But my first instinct obviously was not to pick up my camera. My first instinct was to get life jackets on my children and get them ready to evacuate.
Well, the first thing you did was run down to the engine room.
I yelled to both kids to get their life jackets on. And then I went to the engine room, and you can see all of that, a lot of that unfold. You don't see the panic because we weren't recording that. But in future episodes, we do get better at recording the panic. It's a fine line, a balance between staying alive and providing good content.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I would like to explain to non-boaters, or maybe boaters who are used to a single engine, is why we were stressed having one engine, because this will become, we will be on one engine and multiple different times on the loop. We have twin engines, and you use the twin engines to steer. So when you lose one engine, it's not like you just can't go as fast. You can't maneuver the boat like you normally do.
It's a paperweight in the water, basically.
So when you have two engines, one you get in forward and the other in reverse, and that'll spin your boat. And when you don't have that, you can't really turn and maneuver the boat. So every time we were down on one engine, again, it's going to happen again in the future, it is scary and stressful. Luckily, in Hastings, we had a great lock operator. He knew we were coming in on one. The marina knew it, and we had no wind or current. It all worked great. In the future, it doesn't work as well.
And some may say, well, you had a bow thruster. Yes, on a smaller boat, that makes a difference. But Sea Shine's 42 tons, 18 feet wide. The bow thruster just wasn't enough to push her. So you got to have the twin engines.
But that's why when you're down to one engine, it's very stressful and very dramatic.
Yeah.
But giant thank you to everyone in Hastings, Ontario, from the lift master, lock master, to the mechanic, to our dock mates, everybody that we encountered, even the people in Buffalo, New York, and the company in Maine that overnighted the fuel injector.
Moved to Hastings tomorrow.
Oh
It was amazing.
I'm ready to go back to Hastings.
There's a scene where
y'all ready for us? We might have to fly.
We're walking a bridge, and a tractor goes by because it's farming community, and there's our little marina and our boat, and somebody went by on horseback.
Well,
Yeah,
that was when we changed our thinking from, instead of what's the worst that can happen, like Murphy's Law, Murphy was a sailor, to what's the best that can happen. And I will tell you that just changing that one word from worst to best is literally life-changing. I know that sounds extreme, but it's true.
Where'd you get that mug?
Oh, you can get these on our website.
Which is?
Oh, theboomershines.com. But just start using it, and you will love it too.
Parking lot. What's the best that can happen? We're gonna get a parking spot right in front of the door.
So good. I love it. Now for a real-time update on what's going on with us, the Boomershines. So as we mentioned, we're back on land, but we're still on boats. So we've been on a really big boat, and we're about to be on some gorgeous yachts. Ocean Alexander. And we are, and we're just doing all sorts of adventures and travel. So we post that stuff our real-time stuff more on Instagram, and we're just kind of focusing on loop videos here. But we've updated the look and feel of our YouTube page, so don't be surprised if you see a new look. And we're updating our website right now with more information. If there's anything you want to be added to the website or resources, let us know, because we're in the process of a big old redo.
We did buy a boat.
We did.
It's
By
being,
we mean...
It's being transported down from Martha's Vineyard to Georgia.
Okay.
We'll just leave it at that. It didn't need a broker and it didn't need a survey.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, so other than that, kids are great. The ship kitties are great. The dog is still here.
Could not have looped with this dog.
Oh my gosh.
And those that do loop with the dog, hats off to you, because they're finding the pea spot on the shore and 20 degrees on the rivers.
Cats are really easy on
Cats are great. And they predict the weather. So before the weather comes, they get the zoomies on the boat. And
it's true. So, yep, that's what we're up to. So a lot of really cool, fun travel. A good bit of it on the water, and we will update you more on that as it progresses. The drama!
Oh,
we can't forget about the drama. This is not our drama. This is AGLCA Drama. AGLCA has a Facebook group that had 160,000 members, and it's been going for years, and it got hacked. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, they tried to get it back unsuccessfully. It totally stinks that it's gone. It's now called a... So if you look in your groups, if you're following that Great Loop Facebook page, it now says unfollow them, and before you unfollow them, delete any of your content so they don't have rights to it. Yeah, it's so unfortunate because that was a great resource. But they found AGLCA started a new Facebook group, I'll link it below, that is legit, and they have extra security on. So that is the public one. There's also a AGLCA members one that wasn't hacked. But the big one with 160,000 of our fellow looping friends is now owned by scam artists and criminals. So get out. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, so we're about to really get good on the episodes. We are about to get out of the Trent Severn waterway and
catch up with our buddy boats.
It's just gonna open up, and we're gonna be in Georgian Bay,
North
and then
Channel.
the North Channel, and it's just nature goes crazy. When people ask us, "What's your favorite part of the loop?" we say the Bahamas was great. It's what you expect. Canada knocked our socks off. So that's what we're about to get into.
Yeah. So thank you for cheering us on with your comments. It takes a lot of work to edit these videos, but we think you're enjoying it. We're having fun editing.
Russell says thank you. Russell, say thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Russell is not real. He's a figment of Mark's imagination.
I do protest.
Anyway, Russell makes everything highly amusing. So thank you for watching, commenting, telling your friends. Go check out our new website because we've got some new swag on there. And if you wouldn't mind, pick up 2 pieces of trash a day. That'd be awesome.
Yep. Until then, shine on.
Come on, crew. That's not how you do it. Try this. Ahem. Shine on.